Well, it's been a while since I had a video update, and this is going to be a huge one because I had a birthday, and everyone knows I'm a huge movie buff, so mostly everyone gives me movies, of course. And believe it or not, my first one here is a Blu-ray. You're like, whoa, you never buy Blu-rays if you watch my other videos. Well, to be honest, I really don't buy a whole lot of Blu-rays because, to be honest, I'm not all that impressed with the Blu-ray format. Sure, it is better, but to me, it's not that much better. It's not better enough for me to warrant the cost difference. I actually bought Full Metal Jacket. My wife and I were on a Vietnam War movie craze, and I did not own Full Metal Jacket on DVD, and the Blu-ray actually was cheaper than the DVD, and that's why I ended up buying it on Blu-ray. And to be honest, the DVD doesn't look much better the Blu-ray doesn't look much better in the DVD, but it was cheaper. I only paid like $10 for it, so there's a Blu-ray. I think this is the fourth Blu-ray I own. Got some cult spaghetti westerns here. Got some from Dorado Films as a birthday present. Got Gatling Gun and Django Shoots First. I was actually not going to buy these movies because I was so disappointed in Dorado's releases of the 007 trilogy. I made a video on separately for that. Their picture ratio was screwed up on those releases, and it was also screwed up on their spaghetti western, The Man from Oklahoma, so I wasn't even going to buy these. But I got these bought for me, and believe it or not, the picture ratio is correct. I was so happy. These are some wonderful spaghetti westerns. Really, really glad those turned out to be good transfers. I got a new Wild East double feature of Dead Men Don't Count and Kill and Pray, both starring Mark Damon. Great double feature. I did own Kill and Pray separately on the old Wild East release. But I sold that release when I heard this was coming out. I sold that release on eBay for $20 or $25. So that the cost of me selling that one paid for this DVD in order to get Dead Men Don't Count, and it was worth it. I love Kill and Pray, and I really did love Dead Men Don't Count too. So that was a wonderful purchase. Finally got the out-of-print DVD release of A Better Tomorrow 3. This cover artwork is horrible. These movies are crime, action, gunplay dramas from Hong Kong, and could you tell that from this cover art? No, this looks like some just fluffy drama, but really underrated sequel. I love the first two, and I find this third one really underrated. People never talk about this sequel. They kind of forget it exists because John Woo didn't return to direct it, but you know what? It's really underrated, and I really like this sequel, and I'm really glad I was able to hunt this down for a really cheap price on eBay. So, and this is actually a Hong Kong DVD. That's not a bootleg. Hard to believe. My wife got me these for my birthday. Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. These, are more family-oriented science fiction comedies, and I grew up with these, so they're kind of nostalgic for me. I really enjoyed these as a kid, so it's kind of fun to revisit Short Circuit 1 and 2. I got The Descent Part 2, the disappointing sequel to The Descent, one of the best modern horror movies I've ever seen. I got G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. I got it for $1 at the pawn shop. I couldn't pass it up just to see how bad it is. Stephen Sommers, wow. He has a hard-on for CGI effects, and his films are overly silly. I went into this movie knowing it was going to be bad and silly and over the top, and guess what? That's what it was. It does have eye candy with Sienna Miller in that tight leather outfit. I did enjoy that part of the movie, but yeah, it is bad. I'm glad I only paid $1 for it, but I got what I expected. Got Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Got those really cheap at the pawn shops, so I figured why not. My dad got me Faster. Haven't seen this yet. Starring The Rock, kind of his comeback action film. And I also he got me The Scorpion King, that silly spinoff of the remake of The Mummy, and of course The Scorpion King 2, Rise of the Warrior. I find this prequel to be silly because, believe it or not, this is a prequel to a spinoff prequel to a sequel to a remake. Yeah, it boggles the mind. It cracks me up. Let's see. Someone bought me Cabin Fever 2. Haven't watched that one yet. I'm sure it's not going to be very good. Got this for my birthday, the Mechanic remake. Jason Statham. I am a huge fan of the Charles Bronson original. You can see that in my Charles Bronson video. you know, this remake's okay. I like Jason Statham. He's definitely my favorite modern action star, and I do like Ben Foster. I mean, it's not a great film by any means, but, you know, for a remake, I didn't find it too bad. My dad got me a used copy of Lost Boys 3: The Thirst. As you can tell from the bottom, it's a previous rental. I own the first two also, but to be honest, I haven't even watched Lost Boys, the second one, Lost Boys, I tried yet. So I'll get around to watching these direct-to-video sequels sometime. Oh, my wife got me for my birthday Sylvester Stallone's The Expendables. Really enjoyed that for a modern action film. She also got me The Walking Dead, the complete first season. I love zombie movies, loved them ever since I was a kid. And really great television show. Really brings back memories of Dawn of the Dead. You know, where was the show when I was a kid? I would have loved the show as a kid even more, but even as an adult, it's a terrific show. Again, I talked about me and my wife being on a Vietnam War kick. I haven't seen this since I was in high school, and we picked it up for a couple bucks at a pawn shop, and I forgot how good this movie is. I don't really like Oliver Stone. I find him to kind of be a pretentious, hot-headed director, but I can't deny he's made some wonderful films, and this is a great film, my favorite Vietnam War film. I had a friend buy me this for my birthday. He knows I like bad movies, and he says this is one of the worst of the 80s, and you know, I heard about this movie, but it's like the Jerry Curl blaxploitation kung fu film of the 80s. It's so silly and tongue-in-cheek. I did enjoy it quite a bit. And of course it stars Vanity, and oh man, she was a babe back in the time. Then finally my mom for my birthday bought me Southern Comfort, the one Walter Hill film I was missing hardcore in my Walter Hill collection. I mentioned this in my Walter Hill video. I needed to get it. Thank you, Mom, for finally getting me this on DVD. Picked this up for a few bucks. The Huge Bomb, A Sound of Thunder, directed by Peter Hyams. I really like him as a director. I heard this was bad, but I had to see it just to see what it was like, and yeah, it's a dud. It feels unfinished. Special effects are horrible. Yeah, I was really disappointed in that, but I kind of knew it was going to be bad. Daybreakers, picked that up for a few bucks at the pawn shop. Be honest, liked it. There's some elements in the film that annoy me. I did like that the vampires are a dying race and humans, food sources becoming scarce. I'd like that aspect of it. But the part where vampires can turn human by getting hit by sunlight, that annoyed me. But you know what? Overall, I actually kind of like this movie. I was really impressed by it. Got this for my birthday. Someone bought me The Golden Child, nostalgia film. Grew up with this film, loved it as a kid. Really silly, but I enjoy that. Got a couple Mill Creek budget sets. Explosive Cinema has a bunch of bad, cheesy action films. Nine Deaths of the Ninja, that's the one I really wanted in this set. But yeah, a lot of these are pretty bad. But you know what? You know, for a couple bucks, that was really worth it just to see these bad movies. Another Mill Creek set called Rare Cult Cinema. Pretty much got this set to see, what was it, Kidnapping of the President and Death Row Game Show, but another B movies from Crown International. So that's my big DVD and Blu-ray update for now. I'll have another one here shortly because I have more birthday presents still in the mail from family, so I'll have some more coming this week, and I'll make another video for those, some more spaghetti westerns and stuff like that. So, alright, that's my collection for now.